at between 1 or 1:30, depending. So you have to, it's one of those, to be determined type of things. And the whole purpose of Empower Her is to encourage, motivate, and uplift every female, no matter what your background is, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you're a working mom or you're just a student. And you don't even have to be a mom. I just wanted to create a community where you felt and you were being heard. Often, as women, we don't talk about a lot of things that are going on because sometimes we can't even confine in certain people, or more so, we struggle in silence. And I don't want that. This is a safe space for you all, and that's what I want to keep for y'all. So I did ask a couple of like polls the other day about like going forward, what kind of conversations you would love to have, and also like would you want to do a private Zoom, not just one-on-one, but like in a group setting. It's private, it never touches social media, anything like that. And a lot of people said yes, they would like to do that. And asked how often you would like to do it. A lot of people said at least once a month. I think that's doable, right? So I'm gonna work on that. When I do get a date or start that, I will definitely let everyone know. So make sure you um, keep posted, stay tuned for that. So today is International Women's Day. What a special day. To be honest with you, Women's Day is every day in my book. We do so much as women. We are the foundation for our families, for our siblings, for our friends, and so on. So as women, we are strong. We are capable. And a lot of times people interpret strong as they never have a bad day, or they never have a week, like a day of vulnerability or things like that. And that's far from the truth. I have days, I even had a morning and it was super busy, but I was determined to come on and have this conversation. Secondly, I do want to say, keep Courtney in your prayers. Send her get well prayers, because she has what I had like 2-3 weeks ago, which is laryngitis. She has absolutely no voice. So Courtney, this is for you. Get well. We love you. And inshallah, we'll see you next week, right? So today's topic is empowering sisterhood and building each other up, right? I would like to know from you ladies, like, what are your definitions of empowering sisterhood? For me, empowering sisterhood is not just being there to listen, it's being there to encourage, it's being there to uplift, it's being there and being honest when you need to be honest. Empowering women means when you're down, and if I have a slight elevation, I pull you up. And for me, I remember my mom, or not even remember, my mom tells me this story. I'll be 40 in June. My mom keeps on telling me this story about when she was pregnant with me. She prayed to God that I was a female. I was like, she was having a baby girl, because she didn't trust women. And as she told me this story year after year after year after year, I was like, okay, well, you're my mom. You're not my best friend. You're my mom. But it dawned on me, like, as women, we don't trust each other. Was my mom the only one feeling like that, or was that in her times? And a lot of times as women, we don't trust each other, although we know what each other is going through. So that's why Empower Her, Anjanae Essentials, and soon I'll be doing Women with Motives, which I'm working on. Is so valuable and so close to my heart, because I want a place for every woman to feel comfortable and not feel like she's being judged or talked about or laughed at. You know what I mean? And when, as women, it baffles me, like, we know what we go through, we know what we experience, but instead, some of us definitely turn our backs on each other. Not here, but it does happen. I've had friendships where I thought we were friends and it wasn't so much like that. So that's the whole power of Empower Her. And like I said, everything else. But the older I got, the harder it is to form friendships. And thankfully, because my kids go to school, I have formed some type of community and some type of tribe when it comes to, friendship. And trust these women. There was times where I was so sick, and I talked about this. Like my head was hurting me so freaking bad that I called my friend Phyllis and was like, "Listen, I'm heading to the emergency right now. Can you please pick up Shaquille for me? Because the other two boys, they get on the bus. I mean, the other three boys get on the bus. Shaquille has to be picked up." And she was like, "Yeah, no problem. I got you." And once I got out the emergency room and came home, I went straight to sleep. And she was like frantically calling me, like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And then she seen Riz picking him up. She was like, "Okay, Shaquille is good. Are you good?" And I'm like, "I'm good." And that in that moment, it meant so much to me. Or even like the other day or yesterday, I text one of my children's teachers saying, "Hey, he's going to be a walker today. Don't put him on the bus." And she didn't get a chance to look at the email. And when all the kids came out, I'm like, "Where's my child?" I can depend on my friend Cassandra to say, "Listen, go get the other two boys. I'll stay here and wait for Rakan." And that mattered to me because I trust her and I feel comfortable and my child feels comfortable. So forming those friendships mean the world to me. And I think every woman, whether I met you in person, virtually, or just DM me, I appreciate every last one of y'all. And I can tell you so many encounters I have, like with Michelle, when I was at my lowest, lowest moment in life. She didn't know me from Adam. Didn't know me from Adam. Never met me, never came across my handle, nothing. This woman reached out to me and was like, "What is your email address?" And when I gave her my email address, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I let my email address stacks up. It stacks up. Like it'd be like 500. So I got to go through it. So she reached out and said, "Hey, did you check your email?" And mind I tell you, we were going back and forth on Instagram. She was like, "Did you check your email?" I was like, "No, I didn't check my email." I checked my email. She purchased a body massage for me. I didn't even realize I needed it because when I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you did this for me." And then she sent me some products from her company, Slade Statements. And I was like, wow, there are great people out here, great women out here. And I was so, so, so like grateful that this year I, you know, paid it forward. And I did that for another mom that I seen. And once again, it don't have to be a mom, it could be a woman. But I personally seen one of my children's classmates' mom work the pandemic, be pregnant, never complains, like literally never freaking complains. She'd be like, "Hey, what are you gonna do?" And I'm like, I probably would have lost my cool. But I paid it forward and I made sure I took care of her just like someone took care of me. Um, Becca said, it takes a village. It does. It does. It takes a village. And it doesn't matter. A village is not just family. A village is someone you trust. And a lot of times we can have a village for our children, right? You ask grandma, you can ask your mom, "Hey, can you help me watch the kids so I can do this?" Or ask a friend, "Can my child do this with your child so that I can do that?" But I want to form a village for moms. I not want to. I'm forming a village for moms. And sometimes it's like you can see the hesitation, but it's gonna happen. It will happen. And I think my village, not just for my children, but the village for me. And I got something for all of them later today. Anyway, so that being said, I just appreciate the women in my life. so much. You know, having having women that, or sisterhood that builds you up, is checking on your health and well-being. It's role models. It's um, breaking barriers together. It's accomplishing things together that no person can break. We are stronger together than being divided. We're stronger together than being divided. Remember that. Um, I just, as I was sitting here thinking about like the month before, like what kind of conversation do I have? What kind of conversation do I hold for today? Just know that I'm here for you guys, that I love y'all. You always have me. Um, the world is changing every day, every day. And a lot of times in life, it gets harder. It gets harder. Some days are better. Um, but just know we got each other regardless of what's going on. So what does it look like building each other up, right? I feel like I'm big on having an accountability partner. So someone that says, hey, listen, what are your goals? Okay, my goals, whether it's with fitness, whether it's with eating well, whether it's with um, just being consistent in whatever you want to do in life. And they don't have to be like, once again, a one-on-one. You can have a group set and say, hey, what are your goals for March? Well, my goals is to work out 3 days a week. My goals is to wake up every morning and pray and read my Quran. My other goals are to drink 64 ounces of water. By the end of that week, or if you want to do it midweek, you would say to your accounting partner, hey, did you do these things? And vice versa. You have to definitely hold each other accountable. Nobody want a friendship where you're like, yeah. I don't want that friendship. I want a friendship that's going to keep it real with me no matter what. Beck said, I'm big on the no judgment. No, I do things at times, but I need my friends to listen and lift me up without judgment. Right, because sometimes, and I feel like when people vent, it's to get it all out. And a lot of times you think a lot better when it's all out. When you can actually, hey Liz, I love you too. When you can get it out, off your chest, out your mind, you can think and process everything a lot better. Think about it. When you have thoughts of like different things you want to do, or when you have a list of things you have to on your agenda, what you do? You definitely you dump it. You dump it out. Brain dump is called, and you write it all down. And when you say like no judgment, I feel like sometimes also when people how can I say this, when people sit up here and say things like yeah, you can come vent to me, you can talk to me, but then in return they telling you their problems. You got to know when to show up as the friend and listen, and you got to know when to give the advice. You have to know. And with Empower Her, and when I start getting everything ready for Women with Motives, I would definitely be sharing that. So you it's already like, I already have a page on my YouTube, not my YouTube, Lord. I already have a handle for Women with Motives. Is exactly that, Women with Motives. And it's not like she's up to something, but it's all in cause of supporting other women, to uplift women. Because here at Anjanae Essentials, I definitely do that. I promote that 100%, and it's true to the core of me. It's like I get a rush. I get a rush, like a good rush. Like, oh my God, I'm doing something outside of me. It makes me feel good. But Anjanae Essentials also show you like little glimpse of my life as a mom, my life as an entrepreneur, my daily vlogs or my weekly vlogs. But Women with Motives is just that. It's to motivate women. You won't see my personal stuff. You will just see all the uplifting and motivating things over there. So make sure you check that out. Hi, Bethany. I'm trying to make sure I read both. I don't want to miss anything. But I lost my train of thought. I do feel like you got to know when to show up as the friend and listen, and when to show up as the friend and give advice. And all advice is not good advice, okay? So you definitely have to think of that, but you don't want someone to not give you a shared thought. That's what I like to call a shared thought. And lie to you neither. So I think it's so important and vital that as women, we hold each other accountable, we listen to each other, but we also know when to give a little nudge and when to step back. And at the end of the day, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's all about that. It's a difference when you say, let's say friend is unhealthy. You don't say, hey, you're unhealthy, you need to go to the gym, right? You don't say it like that. You would say, hey, I love you and I want to see you the healthiest version of yourself. And if you want, I will go with you. It's the same thing, kind of, but one is rude and disrespectful and not caring and just discuss. And the other one is like, yo, I really care for you. I really care for you. I hate when politicians, wait, was that supposed to be people? Okay. I hate when people give advice when you don't ask for it. Yes, that comes a lot of times with everything. Whether you're talking about your marriage, whether you're talking about motherhood, parenthood, whether you're talking about your job, you know. And the one thing I cannot stand is when someone says, I told you so. That doesn't change the situation. You don't have to tell me anything. Sometimes you just want to vent. Yeah. And that's what it's just get it off your chest and out your mind. It helps you navigate your thoughts so much better. So next time, and please do share this live with your friends because sharing is caring. Make sure you're following me. Make sure you're following Courtney and make sure you check out Women with Motives. But just know that at the end of the day, you have to be mindful of what you say because that can add on to a person's plate. I journal a lot too. Journaling is definitely a plus for me. Why separate the two? Why separate which two, Bethany? Yeah, so that being said, when it's said in, what I was saying? Oh, journaling is also a great thing to do because I feel like I sometimes journal 2-3 times in a week. I mean, in a day. Like I will wake up in the morning, I will do my Fajr, and then from my Fajr, I will read the Quran. After I read the Quran, I'll write. And this is the time my children are asleep. And I'll set an intentional goal for myself for today. I have my things that I need to focus on, but I'll set my intentions emotionally where I want to be. Let me tell y'all, today, writing things down helps. It do. It really does. And let me tell you, today, I struggled getting up this morning. I was super tired. Got up, I prayed. Not going to lie, this morning, I did not read my Quran. I was like, I'll do it later. Because I woke up so late, I had to get the kids ready. And then Shaquille got up and he was like crying. I'm like, it's okay, mommy got you. And I had to keep on saying to myself, Anjanae, when you wake up, this is like, even though I didn't get a chance to write it down in a journal this morning, I kept on saying, when you write in your journal, this is what you want for yourself every morning. So I was patient. School traffic was crazy. Got them in. Then went to my doctor's appointment. Everything was good. I got to Costco and it was chaotic, guys. And me being me, I have a full cart. This one guy had like nothing in his cart, and I'm not gonna get too far off. But he calls his wife over, and she's like standing there And I'm like, hey, wait, y'all got more stuff? And this lady just like spazzed on me. She just spazzed on me. I was like, Miss, I can match your energy. But then I realized, like, why? Why are you acting like this towards me? I didn't do anything to you. Actually, I let you get in front of me. Um, but in that moment, I was like, oh man, she's messing up my day. And I'm like, no, no, no. She's not messing up my day. She's not messing up my day. This is a moment. This will too pass. So that's what I realized. And even the women around me were like, oh, she's nasty. One woman called her the B word. And I'm like, yo, sis, she don't have to be all that. That's where it starts. Like we start daggering each other with certain words. Your encouragement of women in your daily life. Encouraging of women in your daily life. Wait, I know, Bethany, we were having a conversation. I was talking about some other things. That's why I wish you guys come on live with me so we could actually have, because writing sometimes get a little, I don't know, like when I was actually talking about something and then you're making a comment to that. I have to draw back my memory. I have bad memory after these kids, after having all these babies. But your encouragement of women in your daily life. Oh, I get it. So you're saying why separate the two? I'm still doing it on Anjanae Essentials. I'm still put in, like, if you look at my Instagram, Anjanae Essentials, I still post empowering things as a mom, as a wife, as that. But women with motives would be more quotes going up, more videos of other women and sharing other women's stories, whereas my Anjanae Essentials is more personal, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. But yeah, with that being said, ladies, I really love this. I know Alicia will be really, really proud of me. Really proud of me, because she said to me last month, Anjanae, even if you can go live, I think she was like once a month or twice a month. And I've been showing up every week, except for the 1 week when I had absolutely no voice. But I've been showing up for myself, and I'm going to encourage you to show up for yourself. And I know every day, some days are going to be hard. Some days are going to be like, eh. But I encourage you to show up for yourself and to do one thing for yourself. You know, sometimes we can get a little mixed. We can get distracted with the other responsibilities we have, right? Sometimes we can forget to, we say, okay, I'm gonna give myself a facial, and then when the kids come in, we like, oh, we forget. Or we'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do this for myself, but then we run off and do something for someone else. That same love and same pour that you pour into someone else, I want you to start doing that for yourself. Start doing that for yourself. That's so important. Even if it's like Liz said, writing in a journal. It don't have to be extravagant. It don't have to be like me going to get my nails done, my toes done, and going to a spa to get a facial and a massage. Sometimes having a moment, giving yourself a breather, is a moment to yourself. Sometimes setting boundaries. Not, I don't know why I say sometimes. Setting boundaries is creating a border that you're protecting yourself. It's doing something for yourself. So just keep in mind, guys, ladies, I'm about to head out because I have to give some things to the women at the schoolyard. I don't want to be late, and I want to be able to find parking. But I love doing this. I don't know. I know I have the topic for next week. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But thank you, Liz. I'm definitely going to post it. I'm going to go on stories and I'll talk about it. But I think every last one of y'all, whether y'all catch my live or my replay, share the live, or even DM me, because I get a lot of DMs of like, I'm so proud of you. Thank you for doing this. Keep doing what you're doing. All those words inspire me to keep going. And I love y'all for it. I really do. I thank y'all. I'm so blessed to have a community of women that really pour into me. This is only a half hour Friday. Yeah, this is only a half hour Friday. Normally I do show up for an hour, but I think going forward it'll only be a half hour. I think it'll only be a half an hour because When Courtney can get on, it's at 1:30 my time and 11:30 her time. So inshallah, 30 minutes will be more than enough for us to pour into each other. Make sure you comment. I really want to know what kind of topics y'all want to talk about. Like I said, I have my topics for this month, but going into April, let me know. Yes, we have spring break in April, but I will be getting on before spring break. I'm still going to show up. As long as God bless me with a voice and a camera that works, I will be live. You know what I mean? So y'all have a blessed one. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see y'all next week. Mwah, mwah.